There's a new major superpower rising in Europe. Poland was once the poorest country in Central Europe. Now it's the most promising one. Poland may overtake the UK economy by 2100. Its GDP has been growing for 30 straight years. Poland is outpacing Asian tigers like Singapore, South Korea, and Taiwan. Let's take a closer look at its success story. Poland lost 20% of its population in World War II. After the war, it became a Soviet satellite state. Poland had a communist central planning model. The state owned nearly all assets and industries. Private business was non-existent. Poland's economy served Soviet interests. This led to a constant scarcity of consumer goods. After communism fell, Poland was destitute. It was one of Europe's poorest countries. Infrastructure and services were dysfunctional. People had no experience with free markets. Yet Poland managed to achieve decades of growth. In the 1990s, Poland transitioned from communism to capitalism. This often went poorly in other nations. Transitions either dragged on or grew corrupt. But Poland did rather well. It swiftly shifted economic systems. Yet it gradually privatized state firms. Poland uniquely avoided an oligarch-dominated economy. But that wasn't enough anymore. The next phase was globalization. Poland joined the European Union in 2004. This enabled Western firms to open Polish factories. They capitalized on the EU's open trade and borders. Since 2003, Poland's GDP per person has grown by 81%. Poland is now one of the EU's fastest-growing economies. It boasts an annual GDP of $689 billion. Polish citizen wealth is catching up to Europe's richest. Poland may join the top 20 economies within 10 years. Warsaw is also set to become a military powerhouse. Poland is stuck between Germany and Russia. It has been invaded, partitioned, and colonized time and time again. Poland is now a NATO member, but this historical memory is still there. Poland has kept military funding at one of the highest levels in NATO. The country spends $30 billion on defense. That accounts for more than 4% of its GDP. The money enables major rearming. Poland has obtained hundreds of U.S. weapons. These include 250 tanks, 500 rocket launchers, and 96 helicopters. But the Polish miracle comes with its own risks. In the past 30 years, 500,000 Poles have immigrated. Lately, there has been a reverse brain drain. Poles abroad have started returning home. Over 1.5 million Ukrainian refugees arrived as well. This has improved Poland's demographics, but the country still depends on foreign investment. Tech centers opening in Warsaw are owned by foreign firms. This limits long-term growth. Poland lacks homegrown giants in high-value sectors. There's also a deep, liberal-conservative divide in politics. The two sides are intolerant and won't compromise. Still, we might be witnessing a potential power shift in the EU. The bloc has historically prioritized Western states. Germany, France, and Italy have been key decision makers. But Poland could tip the scales toward Eastern Europe.